What is going on, YouTube viewers and subs? This is Jay Silva from SNN Tech, and today I want to talk about the next generation consoles. Now, I've had quite a few times to play around with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and I want to have a discussion with you guys because I get this question asked frequently. Should I get a PS4? Should I get an Xbox One? Which one is worth it? Well, what I usually tell people is, figure out what games matter to you the most and figure out, stick with your friends. Honestly speaking, if you are going to play certain games or whatever, especially, games that you can party up in, like first person shooters, online multiplayers, etc., it's always more fun to play with people as opposed to strangers. But as I play the system more and more, I start to realize if you don't snatch these up, let's say for Christmas, say for your children or say for yourself, just wait. There's a lot of people out right about now, especially here in New York, saying that they're trying to overcharge money for the PlayStation and Xbox. I don't think neither of these systems are worth overpricing the regular retail price. Plus, from my experience and perspective, they're like really no good AAA title games that are like really worth going crazy over. Excuse me, my voice is kind of going bad, but anyhow, as I mess around more with my PlayStation 4, the only game that I really have that I find that it really makes me want to play is Battlefield 4, and that's what I've been constantly playing lately. And I've been really and thoroughly enjoying Battlefield 4. Now I look at the PlayStation Store to see other games that I can play. Resogun, great game. If you can get a good co-op multiplayer with that, fun as hell, visually appealing. It takes advantage of the speaker on the controller, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, we have games like Angry Bird. Not really into it. Angry Bird buzz was fun back in the mobile days when it first came out, but I'm over that. Assassin's Creed, not for me. Call of Duty Ghosts, complete and utter garbage. I'm not even gonna really get into that. Contrast, I tried it and it lost my attention within the first 5 minutes of the game. It just was like, what the hell is this? Maybe I could have gave it more of a chance, but I just played it and just like, ugh. DC Universe, I'm over it now. Like when the game first came out for PC, maybe about almost 3 years ago, hooked, couldn't stop playing it. And I somehow got free of the MMORPG spell. These MMORPGs put you under a spell. And I'm not trying to get myself back into that spell. Plus the fact that I gotta start over and I know what you gotta go through to really build your character in that game. I ain't looking forward to that. Plus I'm not invested in that DLC. Soccer, I'm not much of a sports guy, so none of the sports titles appeal to me. I mean, like, this doesn't apply to everybody, but FIFA 14, if you're into soccer, that may be appealing to you. Injustice Gods Among Us, Just Dance, not for me. Killzone Shadowfall, I played it, I kind of borrowed it from a friend, and it looks great, one of the most next gen looking titles the PlayStation have to offer, but it is not worth the price. And Knack, I'm kind of curious about Knack, but just from looking at gameplay of people playing the game, I don't think it's worth $60. I mean, you don't really have any good games like that. Lego Marvel Superheroes, I'm not gonna waste my time with that. 2K14, a great game, but like I said, I'm not into sports. Also the Madden, Need for Speed Rivals, and the Playroom. As actually, I think Sony can update that and add a little bit more potential to that. The Playroom is actually pretty fun and interesting, but the air hockey is the only technical game that you can play, and that's it. Once you have your little 10 to 15 minutes of fun with that, you just you back out to the dashboard and for me, go back to Battlefield. Now, if you go over to the Xbox side, I would say they have a little bit more variety of games there, but none of these games is just really crazy. Except for me, it's only 2 games on an Xbox One that just would have keeping me coming back now. But the other games just you have Killer Instinct, which I actually like that game. Not the greatest in it, but it's still fun to play. And I guess the Battlefield version of the Xbox One. That's it. Like I said, Call of Duty Ghosts, complete trash. Dead Rising, I played it, not my type of game. I played the first 2 Dead Risings, never liked them. Dead Rising 3, same exact story here. Rise, Son of Rome, repetitive. It kind of feels like Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 1 was great, but then to do that kind of repetitive gameplay motion over and over, I mean, and then you have games that are promised to come like Quantum Break and Titanfall, which everybody's looking forward to. Destiny, let's see, Kingdom Hearts. Those are games that are gonna come out. So it's not really anything to play. Now you got like little side games like Loco Cycle and some jet skiing game for the Kinect, which is whatever. But it's really not worth it. If you can't get your hands on a next generation title at regular retail price, or if you can't get your hands on it at all for that matter, you may want to wait. I would say around March when more titles starting to come up, but as of this moment, there's really no good games to play. So if you have the current gen, there's absolutely no need to rush. I mean, if you ask me, as far as the software is concerned, both systems is lacking. You know, Xbox lacking a little bit more than the PlayStation, but even still the PlayStation, no Bluetooth support, no notifications when you sign on, which just kind of makes the online experience feel dry. Like I'll come online and I just have to manually check to see what friends are online and stuff like that. I'm not really liking it. You know, it's just like these next generation consoles, they're cool. You know what I'm saying? They're cool. The next gen experience, you know, like I said, 60 frames per second games, 1080p. Supposedly, hopefully everything will native on the Xbox side. Maybe Microsoft will, and the third-party developers will have an easier time getting third-party games, you know, 1080p native. Hopefully they will. They won't give the PlayStation that you know, that technical edge and a long, but there's no real rush to give up your current gen. I mean, like I said, I have friends who actually bought the newer generations, both the Xbox and the PS4, and immediately tossed their current gen, you know, PS3 and Xbox 360. And I'm like, why did you do that? You know, most games are still coming out for the current gen, and the new gen or the next gen won't get any of those games. Like, for example, earlier today I streamed season 2 of The Walking Dead by Telltale. That's a great game. And then, I mean, I probably would have downloaded for the PS4, but at the same time, you know, I made decisions, stuff like that, in season 1 and then the 400 Days Later series that save files on the current gen. You know what I mean? So a lot of games, a majority of them is going to release for the current gen. Anyhow, what do you guys think? Do you guys think you should go ahead and rush to get the next gen now, or you think it's worth waiting about maybe 6 months to a year and stick with your current gen right now? Write a comment section in the comment section below. Write a comment section in the comment section below. Smack. Anyhow, let me rephrase that. Write a comment in the comment section below. This is Jay Silver from SNN Tech. I'm out, y'all. Later.